It's the top seed Tennessee and the 5 seed Alabama Crimson Tide. The winner to meet the 10 seed upstarts, the Gamecocks of South Carolina, for the championship tomorrow. It's the SEC on ESPN from Bogle Park here in Fayetteville. Earlier today, the Stunner down a run, down to their final out, and Jordan Fabian, who was 0 for so far in the tournament, a 2-run home run that proves to be the game winner in a 3-2 win. Here is the bracket with South Carolina. The first time a double-digit seed has advanced to the finals, and they await the winner tomorrow night. It's Alabama and Tennessee. And we welcome you to Fayetteville. I'm Beth Mullins, along with the Olympic gold medalist Jessica Mendoza, Michelle Smith. We've got Holly Rowe with us as well. And there's a big reason why, actually a couple of big reasons why Tennessee is the #1 seed in the regular season champs. They've got the hitting, they've got the pitching, total package.
Yeah, this is just a team that knows how to do everything right, and it really starts with Kiki Malloy. She hit her 22nd home run of the year, took an outside pitch and just sent it out of the yard. Kiki Malloy, so dynamic, is such a leader for this team. And in the circle, Ashley Rogers was outstanding. A complete game shutout, 8 strikeouts. Her rise ball was jumping. Her off speed was knee buckling. Ashley Rogers looking like the powerful pitcher that she was. Look at all those rankings for Tennessee. Just so good. Complete team all the way around.
Yeah, when you can match up the most runs with the best ERA, that's an awfully good combo and tough to beat. Alabama, as the ladies in the studio referred to, just looking to ride a wave of emotion and momentum coming off the upset of Arkansas last night.
Yeah, it was hard to watch, I think, not just for Alabama fans, but for softball fans in the 7th inning of last night's game when Montana Fouts, the Division I leader in strikeouts, had a leg injury, had to come out of the game. She rallied her team, showing the leadership that she had. The game ended up going extras. Bailey Dowling, the 2-run single in the 9th to take the lead. No one cheering harder than Montana Fouts.
And so we go with the second semi. And hugs for Montana Fouts. Can the rest of the team pick up their star pitcher? No prognosis has been announced by Alabama as to whether or not Montana Fouts would be able to return in this tournament or in the NCAA tournament. Prangy and Dowling, that's where it starts, right in the middle for them. .538 batting average with a couple of home runs in the middle of that lineup. They will face the freshmen, and what a moment for Carlin Pickens. It is Pickens against Alex Salter, and in the matchup between these two in the regular season, it was the lone Alabama win over Tennessee in the series that Tennessee took the other two.
Pickens, the great freshman, SEC Freshman of the Year, just named this morning. Throws with a lot of velocity. It's going to be fun to watch.
Also named this week one of the top 10 finalists for National Freshman of the Year honors. Tennessee, a winner of 2 SEC championships. 5 for Pat Murphy at Alabama. And here we go. First pitch in for a strike from the freshman out of Weaverville, North Carolina, to Jenna Johnson. 3 for 7. She's driven in a run with a sacrifice fly through their first 2 games. A 7-2 win over Missouri, and then the extra innings win last night against Arkansas. And Johnson will start things off with a base hit. And there is the Bama motto, pass that bat. Old school Alabama, as Patrick Murphy calls it. They got 8 hits, scored 4 runs to beat Pickens in that matchup during the regular season. And they pass the bat here to Larissa Pruitt, one of several freshmen who won starting jobs as the season progressed, as they got deeper into the season. Patrick Murphy turned it over to them. 3, sometimes 4 newcomers in the lineup for Alabama on occasion this year. Had the runner on the move there. Both these teams secure in their NCAA tournament hopes. Likely that Tennessee would be a top 8 seed and host regionals and supers if they win. Alabama likely a regional host as a top 16 seed. And good speed by Pruitt down the line. Couple of hits to start things off for Bama.
Both of these hits have come similarly in being late at 70 miles an hour, just hitting the ball on the ground. Pruitt using her speed. She beats this one out. Make sure to let the umpire know that she was safe. She crossed first base.
Boy, and we've seen an awful lot of this weekend at the SEC tournament, just quick to converse, whether it's coaches, whether it's infielders out there to talk with their pitchers. And after 2 singles, it's Karen Weekly, the SEC's Coach of the Year this season, with that first title since 2007. Out to calm down Pickens in the biggest game of her young career to date. And that's because you got to deal with Ashley Prangy and then Bailey Dowling. Home runs, 43 runs batted in for Ashley, including 2 home runs in their opener here against Mizzou. With that in mind, Arkansas walked her 3 times last night.
Not a lot of choice in this situation. Got to go at her.
That's why the hit from Bailey Dowling last night was so huge, providing that protection. Top of this lineup, because it helps to have runners on in front, protection behind.
Alabama batting 200 in the series, here in the tournament, I should say, with runners in scoring position. Making some early noise, and it's 3-0 to Prangy. Bailey Dowling is on deck. She hit 2 home runs in the regular season series with Tennessee.
Ball.
4-pitch walk, and they are loaded for Bailey Dowling, who had the big hit to win it last night. Julia Kutsoyanopoulos out to talk with the freshman.
See how the defense for Tennessee decides to play this. See if they play at double play depth or come up. Looks like they're going to keep the corners back and the middles in.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Number 4 hitter up. That was quick. 2 arms already in the Tennessee pen. Riley White, Nicola Simpson. Ashley Rogers threw over 120 pitches in the game earlier today. Boy, and Karen Weekly is getting everybody ready. A 3rd arm rotating.
Gotchall now up.
Peyton Gotchall. Karen Weekly, who reclaimed the pitch calling duties this year.
Big misses, and I think that's probably the biggest concern. Isn't the hits to start off this inning, but actually some of these misses, the rise away, we've seen non-competitive.
Dowling, who's hitting 500 here at the SEC tournament.
Ball.
3-1.
Arlen Pickens, the freshman, I'm sure she's got a lot of emotion, adrenaline, trying to channel it.
First time in this setting for her. Dowling out of play. Good effort by Brockenbrough, almost got there. There's our glove girls from earlier today. They're not looking like they want to catch an Alabama softball outside the fence. They want a Tennessee one to come out there.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Full count to Dowling. Lost her, and that'll walk in a run. Back-to-back singles, back-to-back walks. 1-0 tied. Cheers already from Montana Fouts. We saw it in the game earlier today. You score first, you got a great chance of winning. 8-2 for the team that tallies first. And now it's freshman against freshman. Here's Kenley Cahalan. The bat that Patrick Murphy put the emphasis on. Got to get her hot in the postseason. Has a hit in both their games here. Wild pitch, runner coming home and diving in safely is Larissa Pruitt. 2-0 tied.
Boy, that's a good changeup. They've been throwing that changeup a lot, but it hasn't been anywhere near the zone. This one she just holds on to and airmails it over Kutianopoulos.
Boy, how much longer can they afford to go here? 2 more runners in scoring position still for Cahalan. 1-1 pitch. Behind it at 71 miles an hour.
I think the biggest thing too is as a hitter now you can almost eliminate anything off speed knowing that she doesn't have command of it, and you're seeing these Alabama hitters be able to sit on a specific velocity.
Two and two. And for the second time already, Karen Weekly is out of the dugout. First trip was to talk to her pitcher. This one to talk to Marty Abazishan behind home plate. Tom Meyer at first, James Colsey at third tonight.
He's almost looking at the batter's box. I don't know if toes on the line right now for Cahalan. The batter's box is non-existent.
Yeah, they've got chalk here and not the paint. That's in the dirt.
And she keeps scraping it to wipe it away.
Back of that left side is gone, and the back front of that left side is gone. Full count to Cahalan. And a rough start here for Pickens in Tennessee. Third walk in a row, and this one loads them up for Allie Shipman, who started her career at Tennessee and transferred 2 years ago to Alabama.
You got to go get her. Yeah, right now she's got no feel for any of her pitches, and I think she knows it. And as a freshman with all that adrenaline,
It would appear to be Peyton Gottschall that will come on. It was probably between Pickens and Gottschall who would get the start today, the freshman or the transfer. They go with the freshman, and Alabama puts a 2-spot up. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Gottschall to come. Well, the line for Carlin Pickens, who was pulled here in the first inning with nobody out after 2 straight singles and 3 straight walks. You throw in a wild pitch, and 2 runs on the board already for Alabama. And they make the move to Peyton Gottschall out of Massillon, Ohio, transferred in from Bowling Green to face Allie Shipman, the former Tennessee Lady Vol, whose sister Madison was a key cog in a Tennessee World Series team decade or so ago. 21 pitches from Pickens, 13 of them balls. Struggled to find the plate, and so Karen Weekly finally makes the move. Shipman pops it up in foul territory, and
great catch.
Pooney able to track it down.
And they're going to call that a catch and carry because she actually left the field, so all the runners are going to advance. So an unfortunate break for Tennessee.
Catches it in the field of play, carries it into the dugout in that small little opening.
Yeah, the one place on the field down that line going towards the dugout. And she's just laser focused on catching this and making the out. She tried to brace herself for the net, but it didn't come. And because of the catch and carry, runners advance. Even though they get the out, Alabama gets another run.
And Patrick Murphy picked up on that immediately and pointed it out. The umpire, James Colsey, was also right there watching. Scored a P5, no RBI on that, but Alabama will take that run on the board to the right side. That'll get another one in. A productive out from Emma Broadfoot. 4-0 Bama.
Well, Bama has beyond capitalized on this inning. All those free passes.
As Patrick Murphy said after the win against Arkansas last night, he said this is Alabama softball. This is how they win games, play games.
Well, the momentum certainly has carried over, all the emotion from last night's win. And trying to support their injured ace, Montana Fouts, and they jump in front on the 1 seed, 4-0. Callie Hevlin, who also had a home run in the regular season series, as Montana Fouts looks on. Do not anticipate she would be available even if they reach the finals tomorrow. One of the all-time greats at Bama. Two and two to Hevlin. Got Cahalan out at third. 2 of the batters that walked here in the inning have already come in to score. And a swing and a miss. Gottschall ends it. 8 to the plate, 4 run all the way around the bases and get back home.
The 2023 SEC Softball Tournament on ESPN2 is presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Coming in hot to your hometown.
Well, all of
Alabama Nation holding their breath for the status of Montana Fouts, their All-American pitcher who injured herself in their game last night. I did talk with head coach Patrick Murphy as you see her coming in today, gingerly walking, and he said that she is going to see their orthopedic doctor when they get back to Alabama in Tuscaloosa on Monday. He said, I didn't have a lot of information right now. It is a lower leg injury, but man, Montana's here. She's in uniform. I will tell you, she was moving around fairly well last night after the injury, but today a little bit more slow and steady with her steps.
Thank you very much, Holly. And Alex Salter, who gets the start in the circle, gets Kiki Malloy, National Player of the Year candidate, to pop out on one pitch. Salter has a win over Tennessee during the regular season. Lady Vols took the series 3-2, or 2-1, excuse me. Probably won't be any panic in Tennessee, despite falling down 4-0 after their Florida series when they scored 30 runs in 3 games. They are capable of putting up double digits. Zeta Pooney, fly ball out to Kristen White. Well, this is an efficient start for Alex Salter.
Wow.
There's a look at the lineup for the Vols with Malloy at the top, the 2-run home run in their quarterfinal win against Florida, which was earlier today. So this is their second game of this Friday in Fayetteville. There's Boo Gibson. 0 for 1 against Florida, walked a couple times. It's rattled out to center, and that'll drop in front, and it scoots through White all the way to the fence. And standing on second is Gibson.
Kiki Malloy gets so much attention in this lineup, but McKenna Gibson is the other batter with a ton of pop. Beautiful swing, right on barrel. This is just watch her hands follow with the barrel. Hard hit ball to Kristen White, who should have definitely kept this in front of her, but instead turns into a double.
Here's Riley West, a chance to put Tennessee on the board and get one of those runs back. One of the things they'd like to improve is a 1 for 8 RISP statistic from the Florida game earlier. Riley was 1 for 3 earlier today. 2-2. Salter, a former Florida Prep Player of the Year out of Fort Myers. She's the one that came on in relief for Montana Fouts last night. Threw 2 1/3 innings. 4 walks last night, and now a walk here in the first.
Yeah, it's really the free passes that Salter is going to have to try to limit throughout this game. She's got a good changeup and very good drop ball. Likes to work lower half of the zone, but can elevate with the rise ball, curve ball.
2 on here for Mackenzie Donahue, the senior out of Mustang, Oklahoma, one of the big pickups in the portal this offseason for Tennessee. Spent 3 years at OU, including that memorable 2021 World Series, where she hit 3 home runs and drove in 10 en route to the championship. and then left Norman mid-season last year.
She's gotten back to the stride that she had with Oklahoma. She came to Tennessee, she had a bigger leg kick, trying to get a little bit more power, but now trying to get better timing. She struggled in conference, her numbers. That toe tap literally just kind of lifts up and down simply with that front foot.
Two-one from Salter, 2-2.
So you see that curveball in the outer half. This looked like she was trying to get around that instead of let it travel and take it the other way.
Full count. Now Tennessee responds by loading up the bases. Back-to-back walks. And that'll get Lance McMahon up and out. So nervy starts for both pitchers tonight.
Oh, and for Alex Salter, she was moving right along. 2 quick outs. I mean,
Yeah.
Kiki Malloy swung at the first pitch. You're thinking, okay, good. I got the best hitters in the country out. And McKenna Gibson, a 2-out double.
Yeah, by average, the top 2 hitters for Tennessee. 3 pitches, 2 outs.
When they've trailed by 4 or more, that Florida series was a big turning point that Karen Weekly talked about, their ability to come back from that 9-3 deficit to win. They won the next day too. Lair Boutte is 3 for 8 on the season with the bases loaded. She had a chance this morning in the win over Florida and did not get a hit. Boutte drives one back to the track, and gone! Lair Boutte, a grand slam to tie it up. What a start to the semis in Fayetteville.
Wow.
One pitch. One pitch for Boutte after the walk. Mackenzie Donahoe making it rain. All the Bills in the dugout. And look what this pitch is, too. She gets a pitch middle. Usually the best pitches you're going to get are early in the count. Boutte just makes her pay. I'll tell you what, too. This would have gone even further. She got underneath it. Still cleared by a long shot, and she knew it.
What a start for both sides offensively. And for Alabama, 2 players scored after they walked. And here for Tennessee, 2 players score after they walked.
Sometimes that's the best place to be as a hitter, is right after a walk. You know that the pitcher's main goal is to start ahead of the count. Something right there, and that's exactly what Boutte got.
That's a hard hit ball. Koutsianopoulos and Johnson able to hold on to it and keep it in. Looked like it had a chance to slip out and over, and she keeps it in the park and keeps it tied.
Jenna Johnson up against the wall, knocks it off. The glasses, the ball holds on for the last out. The damage had been done. Lair Boutte, 4-run home run to tie it up.
Down 4-0, no problem for the top seed. Tennessee loads the bases, hands the bat to Lair Boutte, and she sends it out. Grand slam, and we are back to square after one wild inning. And dare we say a shootout is a-coming for that last spot in the finals, on a date with the 10-seed South Carolina tomorrow.
Well, you could tell there was no panic. You mentioned it earlier, Beth. There was no panic in that Tennessee dugout. You could just see they were all business. Like, all right, we got this. We can do this. We score runs. That's our job.
Well, the fact that they've done it before.
Yeah.
That always gives you that confidence against a good team in Florida.
Kristen White dropping down the bunt, and an errant throw. Good backup by Taylor out and right. But Kristen White, boy, she's been solid out of that 9 spot in the order, really putting pressure on the defense. And a base hit here to lead off the second. And back to the top of the order. This will be their first look at the reliever, Peyton Gottschall. The first 5 Crimson Tide batters got on base in that first inning. That hadn't happened all year to Tennessee pitching. Remember, the #1 ERA in the SEC.
You gotta love picking up the bat after making a grab like this. To end the inning, looked like it was gonna be at least a double off the wall, if not a home run. Jenna Johnson made the grab, and then the focus to hold on to it after she knocks the glasses and the ball out.
Yet again, the left fielders showing off this entire SEC tournament.
Yeah, we could have a highlight reel of left field alone. It's a stiff competition.
Outside corner for Gottschall, 1-2. Peyton was last year's MAC Pitcher of the Year at Bowling Green. Has a couple of wins against Florida on her resume this year.
She's got a lot of deceptive spins. Put that rise ball up, spin a curve ball away.
Pops it up. Boutte's got it. 1 down. Got some Sunday night baseball coming your way. It's the series finale, Cards and the Red Sox from Fenway Park, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN. Baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown gets you underway at 6. Here's Larissa Pruitt. Singled and scored in the first. Pooney. 2 down. Ashley Prangy walked on 4 pitches her first time up. That was against the starter, Carlin Pickens. White on the run, the throw down to the other side of the base. And Kristen has a swipe. 12th of the season for her.
Good hold. That's the same pitch Prangy got First pitch, she swung through, and it's a ball, but it's right there at the top of the zone, kind of moving a little above it. It's a hard one to lay off of. Within the bat adjustment.
Caught the corner, 2-2. Full count.
Goes right back to that spot with the curveball again. This one a little bit further out, trying to get Prangy to chase. She doesn't. Prangy's been very disciplined.
Prangy fouls that one off.
Yeah, you got it. Ball.
Second walk to Prangy. Two on, two outs for Bailey Dowling. Picked up the RBI walk in the first with the bases loaded.
Ball.
Six walks already in this game for both sides.
Four of those six have come in to score.
Bama with runners in scoring position, just 4 for 23 now here in the tournament. 0 for 3 tonight. And Dowling pops it up. Boutet's got it, a couple stranded, even at 4 to the bottom of the second.
Softball fans, are you ready? Welcome to the home of college softball.
Stop me now. I play with fire and I feel somehow. Those things we're saying, the games we're playing.
This is the home. This is the home. This is the home of college softball.
And this is the home of the Softball Championship Selection Special. Sunday night, 7 Eastern, 2 hours of coverage for you on ESPN2. Including the 7 innings after party. Championship Saturday, got a host of games all lined up for you to watch, including this one, 5 Eastern on ESPN2. South Carolina, attempting to become the lowest seed to ever win the championship, will take on the winner of this one. Alabama jumped in front 4-0 in the first inning, and then Tennessee responded with the Lair Boutet grand slam. And the number 1 seed got right back in it. Jamison Brockenbrough is the DP tonight. 8-9, and then back to the top. And Kiki Malloy, who only saw the one pitch, swung at the first pitch she saw in her first at-bat.
Oh, looked like I was off the shin. I've done that a few times. I still have permanent knots on my shin. You'll see her hit this right. Oh,
That's going to leave a mark.
She's trying to stay. You can see, though, she's still a little wobbly on that right leg.
Yeah, that's the part of your leg where there's like nothing. It's just your
Bone.
skin bone.
Straight to the bone.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. I literally have permanent bumps on my shin bone from doing just that. They don't go away.
No, they don't.
Called strike 3. 1 down.
One of Salter's best pitch is this pitch, the changeup, and you can just see the way she has that over-the-top rotation. She's going to put that right on the inner half. A lot of times changeups will be more so thrown on the outer half of the plate. That one floats in. Big strikeout.
Katie Taylor, the right fielder. Out of Noonan, Georgia. 0 for 3 against Florida last night, but did score a run. Or excuse me, this morning. Roller to Cahalan at short. 2 down. And here comes Kiki Malloy. 21 home runs on the season, including a 2-run home run earlier. Out of Woodinville, Washington, a 4-year starter, named All-SEC for the 3rd time earlier today. 22 home runs after this morning, excuse me, and the Glove Girls are ready out there in the Tennessee Orange. Oh, it looks like they are elevated a little bit now.
That's exactly where she hit.
I was going to say.
Her home run.
Memory
They've got the
serves me.
spot. It's probably a divot in the grass.
That's exactly where she hit it. It is.
And that one's coming our way, Jess. Short.
No, it's not.
Your depth perception is obviously quite better than mine.
She's like, here it comes.
Nope.
Or the second row.
No. One, 2 to Malloy.
I think with Kiki Malloy, she's got power to all fields. You can throw her away and she can hit it out to right field, but she has a very compact swing. So if you try to get it in under her hands, even though she's a power hitter, she has a short path to the ball. Makes it very tough to pitch to.
Well, that is one of the things that we've seen this year is the power hitters that have the really good elevated batting averages.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think you give up, the average to gain the power, but not with Skylar Wallace, not with Kiki Malloy. Could go on and on.
Well, and if you ask them, they're just trying to hit base hits. They're literally trying, drive the ball. They're not trying to hit it out.
Right.
Malloy. Well, she may have been trying on that one way back and into the parking lot for Kiki Malloy.
I think it's going in the catering tent.
I think she's got 2 of the longest home runs here. 1 this morning and 1 tonight. They're taking her picture as she crosses the plate with number 23 on the season.
And this is with 2 strikes. I mean, her ability to be able to, you see the pitches that she fouls off to get to this pitch. I mean, they'd gone away, and this one up in the zone, into that zone for Kiki Malloy. And even though she's just trying to make contact, because it's elevated, she meets the ball, and there is no doubt. Clears every fence there was out in left field.
has homered now in 4 straight games for Tennessee. And the 1 seed is in front for the first time tonight. Opposite way for Pooney, and back to the track, and the catch is made by Pruitt. Side retired, but another run up and another home run up on the Malloy tote board. One of the Glove Girls got it. Back to the SEC on ESPN. Semifinals of our SEC tournament. Winner to face South Carolina tomorrow night, and Kiki Malloy is now the D1 leader with her 23rd home run and has homered in 4 straight games, including a home run in each of the 2 games she's played in today.
Ball.
Here's Kelly Cahalan. Cahalan trying to tie it up with a swing. On the run, and that will stay in. Malloy able to track it down. Just missed it, did Kenley. And how about this, folks? Good news. Tomorrow's SEC championship game has been moved to ESPN at 3 Eastern. And the nation will watch whether or not South Carolina can be the biggest upset championship winner in SEC history.
Ball down.
Or might it be Alabama or Tennessee taking home the trophy? One down for Allie Shipman. Popped up to third base her first time up, and Zeta Pooney ran out of real estate after the catch and ran right into the dugout, which is a catch and carry that allows base runners to advance, and unfortunately for Tennessee, they happen to have a runner at third that came in to score on that.
It's one of those rules that doesn't come into play often, but
No.
it always seems to be significant when it does.
I always remember it as an outfielder because when there's a runner at third, you just know if I'm near that wall, don't catch it. If there's a chance that I'm going to go over it or go into the stands, those Derek Jeter type catches where you end up, it's different.
Little
in
blood
softball.
on your chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, and the opening is so small. I mean, the chances, there's a tough break for Tennessee on that one.
And a great catch by Zeta
Yeah.
Pooney.
There's a 1-2 pitch. Shipman doesn't chase. Two for 9 now here in the tournament for Allie. And Shipman, there's a shot out to left center. Malloy will hold her to a long single and a base runner with 1 out, tying run aboard. Well, a reminder that it's tip-off 23 for the WNBA and its 27th season, and it will feature Brittany Griner, Nneka Ogwumike. It's Phoenix and LA. Friday night, May 19th, 11 Eastern on ESPN and ESPN+. The return of Brittany Griner to the WNBA. This is Emma Broadfoot. Shadows are starting to creep across the infield now and out towards right. The direct sunlight now just pretty much affecting first base and right field, it looks like. To second, stepping on the base for one. Boutte over to first, double play. Tennessee coming up with a defense.
How about Lair Boutte having a game? Grand slam in the first inning, and then she says, hey, I'm going to turn this double play. Steps on the bag, over to first to McKenna Gibson. Double play gets Tennessee out of the inning.
Oh, beautiful night here in Fayetteville. Got some hot dogs, got some pretzels with a little cheese dipping sauce. Settling in for the night of softball and a pitching change here for Alabama.
It's good.
As we move to the bottom of the third, it's Jayla Torrance on for Alex Salter.
Be important for Torrance to really work the lower half of the zone. She's got a drop ball, curve ball, change up. She has developed a rise to try to elevate.
It's her 15th relief appearance. She threw 2 2/3 against Tennessee, did not give up a hit or a run during their regular season series. Since no Montana Fouts tonight, you have Salter, you have Torrance. I guess you could go Essman. Those are your other 3 pitchers that have had an appearance this year.
Lauren Essman is a lefty. There's only a couple of lefties in the Tennessee lineup, so it's not like you're going to probably use her a lot situationally.
Boo Gibson, 3, 4, 5 in the order. Cahalan at short, 1 down.
Yesterday, Kenley Cahalan got her finger caught on her ponytail, ended up being an error. She skied it up the first baseline. Now she's got the bubble pony.
She's got the extra wraps on there. It was footloose and fancy free yesterday.
I thought I've seen everything in the game, and the hair in the way of the throw, that was a first for me.
It's just been a trip through the rule book all weekend here at the SEC tournament. 0-1 to Riley West, walked and scored on the grand slam in the first inning.
Maddie Shipman, Tennessee alum, long-haired ponytail wearer herself, said it happened once.
Oh, really?
Never
Once.
again. Yeah.
Is that the birth of the bubble pony? Is that why
know,
that
right?
came to be? I never really Googled that. Oh, does she have? She's got it braided too inside the pony.
Taking no chances.
We leave no stone unturned here at our coverage of SEC and NCAA softball. And a strikeout of Riley West, 2 down. So let's take you back to that momentous occasion. Just last night. And there it is. Whoop. And a throw that went awry.
That's why I'm wearing braids today. Just never know.
Mackenzie Donahue.
Ball.
Karen Johns, who is our statistician up here, constantly passing us statistics and notes of importance for softball, did actually Google the bubble ponytail gang.
Of course she did.
Of course.
First seen on a runway at a Valentino show during Fashion Week overseas.
That's not the answer I wanted.
That got into the netting.
Is there a year on that?
I don't.
I want to test that because I think bubble ponies existed, and then Fashion Week saw them in softball and was like, "You guys are honest."
You want to take credit for it?
Not me. There's KJ.
There she is. I'm sorry, Valentino was a shortstop for Wichita State.
Okay, there we go.
I didn't mean the designer. My bad on that.
Wichita State.
My bad on that.
They
Yes.
started it.
Yes.
Should have known.
All the trends start here, folks.
That's right.
All right, it's ponytail time. Here we go. Round the horn.
That was like fishtail to like regular braid.
Yeah, and I'm just amazed all the thick hair that softball players have. It's pretty amazing. Drinking lots of the collagen shakes, I guess.
The point is, keep it away from your fingers so you don't throw it
From your
into
throwing
the stands.
motion. Exactly.
And out of your eyes.
Jayla Torrance. Good work for her. A 1-2-3 inning. Mercifully puts the ponytail talk behind us with the whiff. Welcome back to the SEC Tournament on ESPN2, presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Down to the field now, Holly Rowe and Pat Murphy.
Well, Coach Murphy, beginning this game, Jenna Johnson came out and just got the whole team on fire. It seemed contagious. How did you start so hot with those 4 early runs?
I think we had really good strike zone awareness, and if they're throwing balls and we're taking them, we're going to get on base. And the only thing that was missing was a big hit, which they got in the bottom of the first. So we need to limit the free passes now, make them earn their way on, and then we need to do something offensively.
You told me that you'll see Montana Fouts. We'll see her specialist when she gets home on Monday. But how is the rest of the staff coming together? You've relied on her so much this year.
Yeah, she's going to see the best orthopedic in the country Monday morning. And I can't tell you how much it means to her, to her family, to us, the outpouring of support from the softball world, the baseball world, everybody in athletics. It's just been awesome. So I appreciate that. But the foursome together, Montana's the leader. And she has given them so much knowledge. She's poured into them from August. And that's probably her greatest legacy this year. She has poured into her teammates, and they want to get back.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Holly.
All right, and there is Montana with her catcher, Allie Shipman, enjoying a moment. Tide find themselves down a run, 5-4 Tennessee, as we move to the 4th. And they will see Peyton Gottschall again, 8-9, and then the top. Callie Hevlin, Gottschall struck her out back in the 1st. Peyton had to come on just 5 batters into the ball game. The struggles of the freshman starter Carlin Pickens to find the strike zone. Bama got 4 up on the board, and then Tennessee responded with the Lair Boutte grand slam, and then a solo shot by Kiki Malloy. Hevlin out to Malloy in center, 1 down. Well, the inaugural XFL championship game is tomorrow. It's the Arlington Renegades and the DC Defenders in San Antonio. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN+. Beth Mowens, Michelle Smith, Jessica Mendoza, Holly Rowe with you. Our entire hardworking crew. Bringing you all the sights and sounds. Gosh, we got SEC Championship tomorrow, ACC, Big 12, all lined up for you. Heading towards the selection show, 2 hours of coverage. The brackets on Sunday night.
They call her out of the box.
Yep. 2 down. White made contact with her foot outside the batter's box. They score that 2U in the scorebook.
Gotta call it something. You know, the catcher has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. It's hard to write in the little square. Foot was out of the box on contact.
Too many words.
Back around to Jenna Johnson. Singled and scored in the first, popped up in the second. A tournament of upsets. I believe we've set a record actually with 5.
Yes.
6 upsets after South Carolina's dramatic finish again today. Two seed is out, the 3 seed is out, the 4 seed out, and the 10 seed is in, South Carolina.
They have showed up.
It's always fun to play when no one's expecting you to do well. And that's kind of been their MO. The season that they had last year.
And you're playing for a championship, right? Opportunity to win something. It's like attainable. It's right there.
Well, and as the popularity of the sport continues to grow, so do the television audiences, and so do the opportunities. The championship game announced just a short while ago, moving to ESPN tomorrow afternoon at 3 Eastern.
It's going to be weird to have just one game. We've had like 25 in 3 days.
We're not there yet. Yeah, when the rain comes on opening day of a tournament and things get all backed up, that's how we feel, sort of stumbling around this evening, just finding our way to the finish line.
That's right. You can do it. You can do it.
Trying to avoid a faceplant like that youngster. Johnson gets a hold of one. Malloy drifting back. She makes it look so effortless. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Look out. The Grand Slammer, Lair Boutte, is coming up for Tennessee in a 1-run ball game. That's what she did last time. And that. And that. And that.
You are watching the SEC on ESPN here with Tennessee coach and the SEC Coach of the Year just named today, Karen Weekly. And you guys get out of the gate in a weird way. Your pitcher gives up walks. You're down 4-0 before the blink of an eye. How did your team regroup in that moment?
You know, we just said that's not going to tell the story. That's just the first inning, and let's let the story be told different. We got a lot of game left to play, and I'm super proud of the way they responded.
They did respond. I did see you just gather your whole team together right there in the dugout just before our interview, and you were doing something with the mind. What are you telling them right now?
On the wall in our dugout, they have their affirmations. They've got an affirmation for confidence and an affirmation for staying connected. And I just said, reprogram. Those are your pre-programmed messages. Go read them, reprogram things, and then when we get out on the field or in the batter's box, it's just go, 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 full speed ahead.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
And thanks to Coach Weekly fighting through the flu in the last few days to be out there with her team. And they've got the 5-4 lead. Lair Boutte is the one that reprogrammed the quickest, a grand slam back in the first. 9 runs batted in the 4 games against Bama. A large percentage of her total for the season.
It's just her 4th home run of the year. But man, getting it done when they needed it the most.
Ball.
65 miles an hour on that pitch from Jayla Torrance. Had a 1-2-3 inning in her first inning of work tonight, back in the third. That's the swing and the miss.
And I like Coach Weekly's message to the team, because it's easy on a game like this to kind of get lulled into, oh, well, we have the lead, but it's only a one-run lead. And so you need to keep going out there and, you know, putting runs up on the board.
21 years at Tennessee, most of those with her husband Ralph, co-head coaches. Karen flying solo. Ralph's here. Always good to say hello to Ralph. He's watching tonight, but what a job they have done with this program. And now Karen moving forward, 7 trips to the World Series. They've played for the national championship before, and now they break through this season, the first time in 16 years. There's Ralph looking on.
Taking notes.
Also had worked with the U.S. national team and the Olympic staffs for the United States.
He was our assistant coach in the 1996 Olympics, and then our team leader in the 2000 Olympics in Sydney.
But they end a 16-year drought with a regular season title, and now trying to end a 12-year drought with a tournament title. Koutsianopoulos almost sent one out. It was a terrific catch by Jenna Johnson at the wall out in left field. Ground ball to Hevlin. 2 down. Well, Sunday, the Rally Cap crew has all the latest from the SEC softball tournament, as well as a look back at the week in baseball. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern, 7 Central over on the SEC network, as well as on your ESPN app.
That's a chair.
Oh, that's an even better one.
Wow. That's
like perfect for a kid too. Just plant him out there on the grass, give him some seeds.
Good flip-flop kind of night. Opposite way and over the outstretched glove of Cahalan. 2 out base runner on the strike from Brockenbrough.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's got color.
They have upped their game. This will be at Fashion Week. Watch.
Absolutely.
I mean, with the colors of Tennessee, a little half and half bubble braid, and mohawk kind of.
Always a work in progress somewhere.
See, that's a good teammate right there. She's like, I got you. They're doing bubble braids.
Here's Katie Taylor in the 9 spot.
Man. The braid in the bottom. That's cool.
Just looks like Halloween, doesn't it?
It's a lot of bubbles.
0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Oh, almost snagged. Our camera guy Joe Hubbard almost hauled that one in off the fingertips on the foul ball.
He just needed a better drop step. I got you, Joe.
That's lashed out to center. Back that one goes and out. Katie Taylor, the number 9 hitter, as the bottom of the order strikes. And 2 more on the board.
The big hits in this one coming from the unexpected. We saw Butte with her 4th home run of the season, and Katie Taylor in the 9th spot. This is just her 3rd home run this season. but going with it through the middle of the zone. This is when a ton of your power is going to come, when you're able to just not try to pull everything. And look at the smiles for the speedy Taylor.
Yeah, good job of letting that ball travel. It was a drop ball slightly elevated, and she just got under it.
Third home run of the night for Tennessee. A solo, a 2-run, a grand slam, a 3-run shot away from a home run cycle.
Grin says it all.
Her first home run since mid-March.
Wow. Known for her speed.
But now you got to deal with Malloy, who's already hit one the last time she was up. A towering blast.
Malloy is just so quick. Like even her practice swings, you can just see how quick her hands are.
That's in for a strike, 3-1.
It's interesting too, because she's got that little bit of a split grip, Jess, and you know that top hand is up the handle. It's not like she's at the bottom of the bat.
You see a few of the Tennessee hitters use that split grip. Kind of started in the fall. Chris Malveaux, their hitting coach, was doing some drill work just to really work on bat path and getting their hands kind of in the right position. So it was a drill with a paddle that they were doing, and you'd split your hands, and a few of the hitters were like, I kind of like this. And he didn't intend for it to cross into the games, but clearly for Kiki Malloy, it's working.
And Kiki is on board for the second time. 25-0 on the season for the Lady Vols when they score 7 or more, and that's the number they're at right now. 7 runs unanswered, we might add, after Alabama took a 4-0 lead in the first. Lauren Essman has gotten plenty of practice pitches in the bullpen on several different occasions tonight.
That's line dancing going on.
This is always a hit. I saw it was at Kentucky.
Yeah.
Played Cotton Eye Joe, and everybody up on their feet. Yeah.
Hey, when you're the top seed, when you're having the best season you've had in quite some time, you're going to do a bunch of this.
I think you should do a bunch of this regardless.
Yeah.
We got bubble braids galore.
Wow.
Winners got South Carolina in the championship game that has been moved to 3 Eastern on ESPN tomorrow afternoon. The story of the tournament so far are those South Carolina Gamecocks, the 10 seed, 2 wins in extra innings, and then they won today, scoring in the top of the 7th on a 2-run home run from Jordan Fabian. Stolen base for Malloy. And for the 3rd game in a row, Donnie Goburn came out of the bullpen to close it out, and I believe they said Malloy left first base early, so she is out, and that's the end of the inning. But the number 9 hitter, Katie Taylor, with a big swing.
Katie Taylor in the 9-hole gets a pitch on the outer half and sends it out, her 3rd home run of the year. Tennessee is rolling.
Prangy wore some hand custom painted cleats that were painted by this beautiful little patient, Madeline Daigle, who is going through cancer. And those cleats brought some really good luck to Ashley Prangy. She had a monster game after wearing those cleats in warm-up. They've been in the dugout ever since, and Madeline has been watching from her hospital bed at St. Jude. And even the next morning when she went to chemo at 5:30 in the morning, she was sporting her little Ashley Prangy jersey. It is just so heartwarming. And I've been texting with Madeline's dad. She was able to get out of the hospital today. She's off machines for the next couple of weeks. And let's just all say a quick little prayer for Madeline. What a fighter and what an inspiration.
Good news there for Madeline. And the game helping to change lives, to bring hope to so many. And it's Pruitt, then Prangy, then Bailey Dowling. And now the Tide with some work to do after they led 4-0. They are now down 7-4, 3 home runs for Tennessee. All 11 runs in their 2 games today have come with 2 outs after they beat Florida this morning 4-0.
So is that situational hitting, right? Runners on, runners in scoring position, and 2 outs and 2 out RBIs. You hear a lot of coaches talk about that.
Top 5 here for the Tide. Pruitt singled in the first and scored.
You know, a lot of times as a pitcher, that's when you really have to be present in those situations and know you have to win 1-1 pitches. You also have to be cognizant of when there is 2 outs and the situation that you're pitching in to really try to slam that door. Figure out a way to have an out pitch. Roll a ground ball, induce a pop-up.
Chopped in a collision as Pooney and Donahue get tangled up. Let's send it back down to Holly.
Well, guys, I had one little thing else to add. So Ashley Prangy, before the game today, I got this little note handed to me, and it is a thank you note handwritten from Ashley Prangy saying thank you for telling the story of Madeline. It meant something to me, and it has inspired me, and seeing a smile on her face wearing my jersey has meant everything. And I just thought, that is the sweetest thing that's ever happened. Whoever writes a thank you note for sharing their heartwarming story on TV, that meant a lot to me.
And here is Ashley, the thank you note writer, stepping into the batter's box.
Yeah, who does that in college in the middle of an SEC tournament? You're prepping for games and you're thinking about...
You know who does that? A player of Patrick Murphy's.
Yes, very Alabama.
Absolutely. He's very big into thanking people and taking care of the people that take care of you.
Well, just like the weeklies, Pat Murphy has been on the front line of the growth of the sport. 25 years at Alabama, the first SEC school to win a national championship. Florida has since joined them.
Tennessee so close in 2007, making it to the championship against Arizona. They won game 1 that year too, didn't they? And Arizona came back and won 2.
Taryn Mowat, the changeup that changed the world. Prangy yanks that one out of play. Out of the heartland, New Palestine, Indiana, started out at Ohio State. And the other part of her story that Holly was referencing, you know, going through some tough times of her own and just rediscovering the joy, and how softball can be such a great vehicle for that. Not just joy in the game, but joy in your everyday life. And the other thing that Pat Murphy likes to say is that happy players make better players. And your attitude, your body language, you know, this team could have folded. They lost 8 players in the offseason, transferred out, left, graduated. They welcomed in 8 newcomers. Perhaps one of the teams most affected by the portal this year.
Oh, by far.
And what they have done is just circled the wagons. You know, the new mantra in this day and age is, hey, we only want people that want to be here. You don't want to be here, go ahead. We wish you the best. Nobody embodies it more than that young woman right there. Prangy holds, full count.
And this team has, found a lot of fight here late in the season. I mean, they've had to battle this year.
Prangy, does she deliver on cue? Yes, she does. 2-run shot, and Bama is back in it. If only we had a camera at Madeline's house right now. Jumping for joy with Ashley Prangy, and it's a 1-run game.
How about this at bat? I mean, she worked the count full. She had 4+ foul balls. I mean, just battling within this at bat. She crushed one way foul. Was able to get a pitch up and away. And just to see the power, she knows exactly when she hits it out. You're going to see as soon as she makes contact, flip the bat. No doubt about it.
Trying to rival Kiki Malloy's home run for distance earlier.
16th home run of the year. I believe that's her 3rd here.
Yeah, she had 2 in one game.
Yep, 2 against Missouri. Oh, and on a day where the pitching staffs are taking some lumps here, which one can hold on the best as the hitters have taken over? And a called strike 3 to Bailey Dowling, 1 down.
Nice recovery by Gottschall to come back and strike out Dowling after giving up that home run. Well, another real quick point is that miscommunication between Pooney and Donahue.
Yeah.
You know, that should have been a routine ground out. Instead, runner on base. It's a 2-run shot instead of a solo shot.
I mean, you really got to count that almost as like we have been with the walks. That's 5 of the 13 runs now.
Yep.
Got on base when they shouldn't have been there for both teams. Hey, Sunday Night Baseball comes your way from Fenway Park in a couple of nights. Red Sox and the Cardinals. 7 Eastern, first pitch, and the coverage begins with baseball tonight's Sunday Night Countdown. And now it's Alabama fired up, trying to grab the momentum.
What you're seeing from Alabama's offense, too, is they understand they've got to put out runs. Normally, Montana Fouts is in the circle. You're thinking, we get a couple, we win. And they knew coming into this, we got to score a lot. They put up a 4 spot top of the first.
Kenley Cahalan. Cahalan out towards Malloy, and Kiki's there, 2 down. You're not going to find much grass with her out there in center.
She covers it all.
Tracking it down.
Yeah.
Allie Shipman, a pop-up and a single for her tonight. RPI for the Tide, last check, was a 12. For Tennessee, a 10. That's just one of the pieces of criteria for the selection committee. It's been a big one in recent years. I don't think that Tennessee's as low as 10. I think they should be much higher, winning the SEC regular season. Oh, they got the good seats. Look at that. Little sweet action.
All girls sweet.
And again, Malloy reads it off the bat. But 2 runs up on the board for Alabama, courtesy of Ashley Prangy. And an emotional weekend for her, Madeline Daigle. Thinking about her as she continues her cancer treatment and stepping on home plate for the Bama celebration. There's your updated SEC softball championship with Auburn and South Carolina earlier today. The Gamecocks win it in a stunner to advance. And the new time for the championship is at 3 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. So we've changed it up for you to get on the big network. And the Gamecocks will prep for the winner of this one. The last 9 home runs via the home run ball. In fact, all of the 7 Tennessee runs courtesy of shots that left the yard, including the Lair Butte grand slam, Kiki Malloy's solo shot, and Katie Taylor with a 2-run home run. But the buzz recently was Prangy's 2-run shot in the top half of the inning to close the gap. Cahalan gloves it at short. 1 down as Pooney is retired. Boo Gibson, a double and a ground out today. Jayla Torrance continues to work. She came on in the 3rd.
I love watching Boo swing. They try to work her inside, but she does such a good job of letting that ball travel, staying inside the ball. So much power.
You see her spread it all over the field. Her last hit. It's like a perfect example of that, the double that she hit.
Oh. 3-0.
And discipline, you know, that 2-0, it's a good hitter's count. Sometimes you get over aggressive, you chase stuff out, and she doesn't.
If you look at the percentage of balls in play this season, I mean, this is as beautiful as it gets, especially look at that 33% that's to right field. A lot of times you're going to see pull, 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 and she evenly sprays it. That's one of the best you're going to see in all of softball.
Draws the walk. And that'll bring up Riley West. Walked in the first, scored on the grand slam. And then Torrance struck her out in the 3rd. The pinch runner coming on here for Tennessee. Briley Massouz. 1-1. Those bats have been a big hit here this weekend. Torrance gets the swing and miss. 1-2.
Nice curve on the outer half.
Missed that one low.
Yeah, Jayla Torrance really likes to ride the bottom of the zone, picking at the knees. Tennessee hitters have done a good job of laying off because all of those are close.
Very close. And the pitch prior was a strike, curve on the outer half. That looked more drop, more down. Doesn't get the call.
That is the difference, though, when you're riding the strike zone at the top of the zone, is you usually do get more bite. Not many hitters want to bite at the one knees and below.
I feel like the biggest time you get the bite at knees and below is when it's off speed.
Off speed, yes. Comes in looking really good until it's not.
Full count. She has walked 2 of the last 3 she has faced. Shipman throws down, trying for the strike him out, throw him out after she held on to strike 3. Susan gets to second, 2 out.
It's a curveball in the outer half that has some up. Shipman's going to come up and throw down to Helen, but a good job by McSusan to get in. A pinch runner, stolen base.
And the 3rd out for Torrance.
She's had a lot more swing and miss than the starter, Salter. Salter just the 1K, and that's the 3rd strikeout.
Donahue with a walk and a strikeout, and Alex Salter is back up. She only pitched the first couple of innings, so she might have plenty of gas left in the tank.
Especially now within a run. This game's so close.
Donahue fouls one off.
Donahue just seems a little late to me. It's like her hips are early and her bat hit is lagging. And she's fouling off a lot of balls.
Lady Vols are trying to win their 2nd game of the day. They beat Florida in the quarters earlier. And for Alabama, a pitching staff in the shadows of Montana Fouts throughout the season, now called upon to try and guide them to the championship without her, sidelined by an injury, uncertain for how long. And what a story that would be in Alabama lore.
I'll tell you what, the first thing that happened when she realized she had to take that practice pitch and realized, no, I'm coming out, I am hurt, is she took a step to come off the field and then rallied her team, went back to the circle.
Donahoe, that could be trouble. Back and tracking it down and holding on is Callie Hevlin for the 3rd out of the inning.
Look at the distance that Callie Hevlin, second base, where she starts and then where she ends up in right field, over her head, makes the grab, and just for Bo at the end, a little slide.
Saving a run.
Take it to the floor, hit the spotlight, ain't got no excuse. Make you move finals, yeah, it's alright. Got nothing to lose. Take it to the top, running all night. Come do like we do. Feel that fever in my legs, ain't it never like it was?
Home run swings, home run flirtations, robbed by left fielders, all in a night's work. In our semifinals here at the SEC, after both teams put up 4 runs in the first inning, it's back to a 1-run game as we head to the 6th. The last 9 runs for these two sides, both courtesy of home runs. 6 outs remain for Alabama to try and keep their tournament run alive. Otherwise, the top seed moves on. 7, 8, and 9 due up.
Peyton Gottschall, she has got another look right now as she sees 6 outs to go in this game, and she has a pace now that did not exist the last few innings.
She is amped up, isn't she?
Well, it was close. Her getting the start, Carlin Pickens, and she wanted it. This is a pitcher that also wants to lead, be a huge part of the contributions.
That's what you need. You need pitchers that want the ball, have that fire. Ashley Rogers throws a lot like that.
I just love the way that she is moving right now because she's on a mission.
Well, it sets a tone, right? Shows you defense, everybody.
Yep. Oh, yeah. You want to make plays behind this.
1-2 pitch. A ground out for Emma tonight and a hit into a double play.
Even Fouts has got all the bats. All the mini bats.
Well, it will be the most watched doctor's visit in the softball world when they get back to Tuscaloosa for Montana Fouts, and whether or not she'll be able to go for the NCAA tournament. After suffering the leg injury, as Holly reported, lower leg injury yesterday in their win over Arkansas, her teammates rallied to win the game in extra innings with her on their minds. But now fighting the 1 seed for a spot in the final.
Emma Broadfoot too right now, working from being behind in the count. Trying to stay off the rise ball. That's what Gottschall was trying to get her to chase for strike 3. That's why she's going to kind of showing that bunt, squaring around, show the top of the strike zone.
Broadfoot, and it's off the glove of Boutte, and a base runner for Alabama. Tying run aboard.
It's a heck of an at-bat. I mean, Gottschall, we saw, showed the emotion of her coming in on a mission, and Emma Broadfoot was on her heels until she got to 2 strikes, and then she shortened up, and this is what she does. She gets that pitch up in the zone. Hard hit ball for a base hit. Bama's on first base.
Great hitting. She hit that so deep.
Pinch runner and pinch hitter coming up. We'll get to that in a moment. But we want to remind you that next Friday, the WNBA begins its 27th season with opening night. And it'll come your way from Phoenix with Brittany Griner on hand for the Mercury, taking on Neko Gwumake and the LA Sparks. 11 Eastern on ESPN a week from today. So Stevens comes on to run at first, and Faith Hensley will be the pinch hitter for Hevlin in the 8th spot. Got a hit in 2 of her last 4 plate appearances for the senior from Monroe, Ohio, as a pinch hitter. chases one out of the zone. There's Jordan Stevens. Faith is .239 on the year. 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Was a starter earlier in the season. 23 starts for her, now coming off the bench.
Couple of good takes after swinging at that rise ball over her head. That's tough. You come off the bench, you're excited. You see that first pitch, you're like, I'm going to go get it. And you're like, oh, it's at my eyeballs. But good adjustments.
Two and two.
It's a quality pitch. Arm side of the plate for Gottschall.
And now with the 2 strikes, first and third will pull back to regular depth.
Surprised too, this part of the lineup, and I know it's a pinch hitter that's got some pop, but I'm not thinking about just trying to move the runner before they got to 2 strikes. Hensley's come out swinging every pitch.
And a swing and a miss. A head-to-head of a couple of players who used to face off against one another in the MAC, now in the SEC.
Great job on a pitch on the outer half. That one looks more screwball. Runs away from Faith Hensley, and you can just see the emotion continuing for Gottschall. She working hard.
Her 3rd strikeout. Here's Kristen White. Infield's in, outfield is in. Look at Malloy in center, even with the logo. For the lefty slapper.
Remember, she was out of the box her last at bat, so you know that's in the back of her mind. Just watching that back foot as it comes through. She's going to go to the slap. And especially, you mentioned the screwball pitch that's going away.
That one was close as well.
It's almost impossible to make that adjustment. And especially if you know a pitcher's going middle away, most slappers are trying to come across.
Gottschall's got her here, 1 and 2. White, gloved by Pooney, and they're going to double off the runner at first. Second double play for the Tennessee defense tonight.
Zeta Pooney in perfect position, takes the line drive over to Boo Gibson, and Peyton Gottschall is loving it, getting out of the jam. Tennessee picking up the bats.
Boutte drives one back to the track, and gone! Lair Boutte, a grand slam to tie it up! What a start to the semis in Fayetteville! And here's your home run trajectories, Jess, for the 3 homers for Tennessee tonight.
You saw Boutte's, Kiki Malloy. I mean, they're still looking for that.
I don't think it's far enough.
Trucks, yeah. Katie Taylor's Right centered, got over. And how about for Lair Boutte and Katie Taylor, combined 7 home runs on the season, and then you got your classic and Kiki Malloy, her 23rd.
Yeah, you're spreading the power up and down your lineup. Out of the 1 spot, the 6 spot, the 9 spot tonight. Off of a couple of different pitchers. It's Jayla Torrance still out there working in the 6th. And it is Boutte to start things off.
Remember, Karen Weekly told us this week too, Lair Boutte is the one that she has circled. This is the bat we want to get going. She did that and then some with a grand slam. And response to the 4-run spot Bama had just put on. Laughs at the rise ball she just chased. That's what happens when you hit home runs, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Everything looks good.
More. Exactly.
More.
They're infectious, aren't they? I want another one.
It's like the seagulls in
exactly.
Finding Nemo.
More?
Mine.
It's just the ball looks so big.
Yes.
So everything looks good.
Down to Holly Rowe.
Well, coming off the field after that last half inning, this Tennessee dugout and team is fired up. Peyton Gottschall and her coach, Karen Weekly, had a funny moment. The pitcher was like, they messed up. I don't know what Alabama did to mess up, but she said, now I'm fired up. And so she is really focused. She's excited. And Karen Weekly followed up and said, hey, when you're throwing like this, they can't touch you. She was just reminding her of a simple arm motion to really get under it. And she said, if I do that, they can't touch me.
No, she was full of emotion. It still is. She's yelling at somebody about to pick up a bat to keep it going. Boutte with the walk. So here comes Julia Koutsianopoulos. And a pinch runner will come on. Lair can re-enter. We've seen more pinch runners at this year's SEC tournament. That's Amanda Allen. See what Patrick Murphy's up to as well. You know, they're down to their last swings in the top of the 7th. With the top of the order coming up for Alabama. Tennessee might feel a whole lot better with an insurance run or two here. Because the home run hitting Prangy would be due up 3rd. Is he challenging a substitution, it looks like, maybe?
Seen a lot of dance parties here at the SEC tournament.
And so now Patrick Murphy wants to talk to all of the umpires. Perhaps it's about whether or not he can bring Salter back in. He's looking up and down his lineup card, we're told. Well, it appears we're ready to move on. Swing and a miss for Julia. The last of our triple header day here at the SEC tournament. After Tennessee eliminated Florida in a quarterfinal to start things off, then South Carolina continues to shock the softball world. They knocked out Auburn, so the 10 seed is in the championship. And the Lady Vols coming back here tonight to take on Alabama in the other semi. Set to go tomorrow at 3 Eastern on ESPN. Time change, network change. More softball fans. Muscles that out to right, and coming out to make the grab is Pruitt.
Pruitt had to go a long way.
What's fun about these though, because it's the high trajectory, so you can leave your feet and knowing even if you miss this, it's going to do nothing but kind of land right there. Remember the Grass's Web had a lot of rain here, get that extra slide. But coming a long way between the Torrents.
Well, and now Patrick Murphy will make a move to Lauren Essman. That would set up a lefty-lefty matchup with Jamison Brockenbrough. I believe, Smitty, that would also take Torrance out of the equation.
Yes.
And they will go with Essman when we come back.
Now we've seen a lot of home runs, but how about the ones that could have been and weren't? Because the left fielders in this game, South Carolina's Marissa Gonzalez, not one but 2 grabs at the wall, taking it away. In this game tonight, Jenna Johnson at the wall, off the glove, the glasses come off, still making the grab. Yeah, let's be real, left fielders are taking the show when it comes to highlights. Some great plays we've seen. Reagan Kramer had a few as well.
Back on patrol, and a new pitcher, Lauren Essman, the senior transfer from Michigan.
Just got that curveball combo, so tough on lefty-lefty matchups. That's backdoor. It looks like it's going to hit you in the hip as a lefty hitter, and it just bends back into the strike zone.
Brockenbrough's only hitting 111 against left-handers. Awkward swing there, 0-2.
Shipman keeping in front, keep the runner.
Fly ball to left, Johnson under it, 2 down. And that'll bring up Katie Taylor. This is what she did in the 4th.
Showing off the pop, and I love the pitch location too, because this is a pitcher's pitch, low and away, but she stays through it. Barely clearing the wall, and a huge home run for one that doesn't hit very many. 2 on the season, that was her 3rd. Smiles that she had going into the dugout.
In for a strike, 0-1.
After she hit that home run on the outside pitch, going the opposite way, working a little bit more underneath the hands. Trying to make her prove herself.
Yeah.
All right, we know you can go that way. Here, try and hit this one.
Lefty pitcher taking this in the mind of another lefty pitcher.
Shipman tried to block that one in the dirt, but Allen gets to second.
This is big right here. Want to get Taylor. Don't want to have to pitch to Malloy again. Boom.
Got her. Malloy will stay in the on-deck circle, and we are going to the 7th inning. Last chance for Alabama with some big bats coming up.
The 2023 SEC Softball Tournament on ESPN2 is presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet, coming in hot to your hometown.
For Alabama, one more chance, one more at-bat for Ashley Prangy, who's been one of the stars of this SEC tournament for the Crimson Tide. A couple of home runs against Missouri, a 2-run shot tonight against Tennessee. 1-run game. The 1, 2, 3 hitters, they are the ones coming up. They have scored 5 of Bama's 6 runs. Oh, Montana Fouts sporting the rally helmet now. As it stands, Tennessee is into the final, 3 outs away from that. Got to deal with Johnson, Pruitt, and Prangy first.
Ball.
1-1. Prangy really the only mistake that Gottschall has made, coming on in relief when the game was already 4-0 Alabama.
That's determination.
On a mission. Telling herself, here we go. Got Johnson to chase. 1 down.
Those are 2 great rise balls back to back. Gets Johnson to fish for 1 to go to strike 2. Comes right back to that same spot where the strikeout. Puts it up at her eyes. Look at the way she's going to get underneath this pitch, that backward rotation. It gets up in the eyes. It looks like it's right there, and then you realize it's up at your head. Big strikeout for Gottschall.
That's her 4th. Here's Larissa Pruitt, who has 2 hits tonight for Bama.
I know we've talked a lot about Ashley Prangy, but this is huge right here. You got to get Larissa Pruitt out. You do not want Prangy up to bat with a runner on base.
Thought about the bump, takes a strike.
Both the innings that Alabama has scored, it's because Pruitt has gotten on base. 2 of those runs.
Pruitt out to Malloy, 2 down. And now they're down to their final out.
I mean, can you write it any better?
And fittingly, it's Prangy.
Alabama's going to pick any hitter that they want. Try to get themselves an opportunity to get into the championship game. It's her.
So what about Karen Weekly here? You throwing her?
I think you
Try to make her chase.
Yeah, exactly. So you make someone else beat you. I mean, she can tie it. She can't beat you right now. But you definitely try to make her chase.
And you don't want the game-winning run to come up to the plate.
And you make her hit your best pitch.
Oh, low and away for a strike. Alabama can't believe it.
Prangy hit that high pitch out,
Yep.
so I think they're going to stay downstairs and off speed. If they do go back upstairs, it's got to be way up or way out.
Or both. Way up and down.
There you go.
1-1. Prangy does have a pair of multi-home run games. She did it against UCLA in February, and she did it against Missouri 2 days ago in this house.
You can tell she's been locked in lately.
That is 2 perfect locations. And clip in the outside corner at the knees. If you're trying to tie the game, you're not going to do it on that pitch.
I like Gottschall's mentality. She almost looks mad. She's like,
that one just a little further out. 2-2.
good take by Prangy, not to expand the zone.
Boy, she has to be incredibly patient here. That is 4 pitches almost at exactly the same location, and the count is full.
It is a ball, though.
Yeah,
I think that's important.
Yep.
You can't ring up the game with a ball off the plate.
Yep.
These are good calls, good takes, good pitchers' pitches.
3-2 called, strike 3. And the Lady Vols win it to advance to the SEC championship game.
I just love how they did it. It's the response. Giving up 4 runs in the top of the first, where we haven't seen a whole lot of runs, especially in the semifinals. And then the response, of course, Lair Boutte, the grand slam. And Peyton Gottschall coming off the bench in that first inning, and she was lights out. Just 4 strikeouts. Actually, the 5th strikeout there, the most important. And Smitty, what a beautiful location.
No, it's a curveball in the outer half, and after really working that corner hard, she just threads the needle for that big strikeout. Last out of the game, Peyton Gottschall coming in, just an amazing appearance for her. 5 strikeouts. Gottschall getting it done.
Let's take a look at our high-speed play brought to you by T-Mobile 5G home internet. Down 4-zip. How about a grand slam for Lair Boutte? And then for the lead in the second inning, Kiki Malloy solo shot. And one more from the number 9 hitter in the batting order, Katie Taylor, a 2-run dinger in the 4th. And that would hold up 7-6 the final. And the top seed, Tennessee, can go for the sweep. Already the regular season champs. They will take on South Carolina in the final. New time, new network tomorrow. It's 3 Eastern on ESPN. And down to the field with Holly.
Well, this was a crazy game, a crazy start. You guys are down 4-0 out of the gate. What did you think when you stepped into the batter's box and you tied it up with one swing?
I owed my team. I got put in so many bases loaded and I didn't do anything, so it was just my payback to the team and just letting them know that we're here to win and this is our game. But I just want to keep it simple. I didn't know it was going to go out like that.
You know, it was crazy because you guys, people who aren't used to hitting home runs, showed up today.
Yes.
Why? How do you keep that mentality?
It's just our mindset. Like, we trusted our process and we just kept everything together. We have our affirmations in the dugout, so we just kept reminding each other why we're here and what's keeping us together.
What's your affirmation?
I'm made for this. That's my affirmation. I'm made for this, and the little things keep us together. So.
You talked about your team theme, Ubuntu. It means, you know, we can't be you without me, and you can't be you without me as well.
Yes.
I didn't say that right, but you'll say it.
It's okay, I knew what you meant.
It's a beautiful thought, though, of like, I need you and you need me. How is that driving this team right now?
We're just a family. We're just out here playing to have fun, and we have a mission, and we're just trying to accomplish it. So as long as we're all on the same train, the train's going to keep going.
SEC regular season champs, what will it mean to be SEC tournament champs? You'll play in the championship game tomorrow.
It'll mean everything. It's just what we've been working all season for. So just to bring that home back with us is just showing us that we're ready for the next step, and that's the World Series.
All right, I think I got it right this time. I am not me without you, and you are not you without me. Ubuntu. All right. We got it.
Something like that. It's okay.
We got
But don't forget the family part.
the family part.
It's a family. It's a family.
Forget about me. I love you.
I'm glad you know that one. It's okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Holly Rowe, Larry Boutte, the grand slam to get Tennessee back in it, and then a couple of more home runs from Malloy and Taylor to win it. Our finalists set: Tennessee, the 1 seed, South Carolina, the 10 seed. How's that for a story tomorrow to play for the SEC championship? That'll be at 3 Eastern on ESPN, Gamecocks and Lady Vols. For all of us here in Fayetteville, we'll be back for more tomorrow. Michelle, Jess, Holly, I'm Beth. Thanks for watching, and see you back here for the SEC championship on ESPN.